They'd further allege he used coded language that made it clear Quando's killer would receive money or money opportunities within OTF. Durk's legal team want to know when, where, and how the coded language was communicated. What were the rewards or opportunities promised for the murder? Durk is accused of directing men to fly to Los Angeles, track, stalk, and attempt to kill Quando. But when, where, how, and who did Durk give these directions to? Durk's team was demanding the specifics so they could specifically target and dismantle each one. Well, some new specifics did drop. The feds would highlight the pressure Durk faced from fans to slide for Vaughn. Apparently, they'd also recover texts between Durk and other members of OTF such as Didi and Booney Mo. Durk was allegedly beefing with O-Block member Munna Duke, accusing him and O-Block of not sliding for Vaughn. One of the cooperators in the case has agreed to testify that him and Booney Mo purchased a vehicle with money from Durk to travel to O-Block and kill whatever members they could find. He also agreed to testify that he would have expected to have been paid for the murder, but the plan didn't go through because of the police presence in O-Block. These texts were from 2023. In 2025, 31-year-old Munna Duke would be killed outside a bar with O-Block youngin.
Turning to breaking news from overnight on Chicago's north side. Chicago police say 2 people were shot and killed and a third person was hurt. This happened early this morning near Broadway and Rosemont. It's still unknown what led up to that shooting. So far, no one is in custody.
A doctor just revealed new details about King Von's final moments, and it's nothing like anyone expected. Everybody thought Von's story ended when he was shot outside that club, but apparently what happened at the hospital was complete chaos.
He was supposed to have 3 surgeries. He made it through 2. He hopped off the bed after the second surgery and supposedly started fighting the nurse.
That was just the start. What came after is even crazier. Let's get into it. Shocking details about King Von's final hospital moments. During the early hours of November 6, 2020, the rap game took a devastating L when King Von, one of Chicago's hardest drill artists, caught fatal shells outside Atlanta's Monaco Hookah Lounge. But what his day ones don't know is the insane truth about his final hospital moments. A story so crazy, it sounds like street mythology rather than actual medical facts. While them cameras outside caught the shootout that sent Von to the hospital, what went down behind them hospital doors stayed on lock until Balo spilled some tea that shocked the whole hip-hop community. According to a Reddit discussion from March 18, 2025, titled "Balo Explains How King Von Died During Surgery," this revelation blew up with over 400 upvotes and 300 comments from fans who couldn't believe their eyes. From Balo's account, Von's final moments were nothing short of legendary. Even with surgeons trying everything to save him, Von stayed true to them O-Block instincts that made him feared throughout Chicago. A World Star hip-hop post from March 2025 detailed how Von somehow regained consciousness and running purely on adrenaline and street instincts.
At this point, I don't know if Durk's case is getting better or worse. Just days ago, paperwork dropped that had everyone thinking this might be good. Durk's 4 lawyers, led by legal powerhouse Drew Finling, filed a motion to dismiss the entire indictment. But they didn't just attack the indictment, they targeted LA's top federal prosecutor, Bilal Isaili. Durk's team would ask the courts to dismiss the indictment due to the unlawful designation of Isaili as the U.S. Attorney of California and the unlawful appropriation of funding to the office he leads, and to disqualify Isaili and any of the attorneys working under his supervision or paid with funds he has wrongfully received. Now this is what happens when you pay your lawyer the big bucks. They do their motherfucking homework. Isaili was sworn in on April 2nd, 2025, but several federal public defenders have filed motions against him to dismiss him and his team. He's accused of operating without proper lawful authority, not qualifying for his role, and several recent decisions in federal court dismissed others from their positions for doing similar actions. So Durk's team wasn't just trying to say the indictment was bullshit, they're trying to get the top federal prosecutor in LA fired. A second motion to dismiss would be filed, and this time for the indictment being vague. His team would argue the indictment leaves them guessing as to the government's theory of guilt, and it leaves the government free to change that theory as its cooperator stories morph over time to meet the demands of a conviction. In other words, the feds haven't been specific, leaving Durk's team unable to attack specific things they're accusing him of. Because of that, anyone cooperating against Durk can easily be manipulated into saying what the feds can use to convict him. Everyone knows Durk has been charged with murder for hire, alleging he offered a bounty for the death of Quando Rondo.